All right. A light. The light.
Like, once again, bro, business as usual. Like I said, Newcastle, it's no beef. The only person on this video right now that hates you guys is this guy, the guy that's wearing the Madrid jersey. He's the one that hates y'all. But once again, everybody that thought that Newcastle had a chance to beat FC Barcelona was drunk. There was no chance. Like I said, I didn't say it was gonna be easy, but obviously you saw what happened in the second leg. You got a little bit little bit bullish, a little bit bad for Newcastle. But Newcastle, it's the way it is, bro. It's the way it is, bro. When Premier League comes in front of my team, you gotta go. You gotta be sent home. And speaking of Newcastle, when you think about the Premier League, but they're like, they represent what Premier League is. We know physical. We got muscle. We play with physicality, bro. That don't matter. And the funny part about Barcelona, bro, we're playing a makeshift midfield, bro. We're playing Pedri, Bernal, who just came back from an ACL injury. We're playing Fermin Lopez, who's not even, he's like a striker that just happens to be a midfielder. He doesn't even present what am I saying? He's like a one-on-one. But Newcastle, it just, like I said, this is business, bro. I'm not surprised that this happened. I know it did down in your head. You didn't even think that Newcastle had a chance. Did he have a chance? Especially in the first leg. You should have took your chance here. Giving us a punt in the last minute was a mistake. We gave you guys a little bit of hope in the second leg. Let's make this thing a little bit interesting. But Trippier, sometimes IQ, bro, you gotta think, bro. You're pulling a player's arm. Next thing you know, you're giving away a penalty. You go 3-2 down into halftime, and then second half, man. Second half, things got very, very, very disturbing, bro. The channel went from PG-13 to only for adults. It was very what I witnessed.
It went from PG-13 to rated, matured, and rated.
What I was in the second half. What was very, and what makes matter worse. I'm hearing we're up by like 5-2, 6-2. I'm hearing the English commentators still talking about, oh yeah, Newcastle. You know what? They had a good game. Blah blah blah. No. We gotta stop this bias, bro. Let's say, for example, I'm playing a team and I played good the whole game, but I ended up losing the game 1-0. Does that mean I played good? Sure. Let's say I played good. I lost the game. So English, I know these English commentators, these English pundits, I know y'all wanted Newcastle to win this game, but Barcelona, bro, probably the best attacking team in the world, but this is the offensive team, bro. This is the team that scores goals, bro. This is the team that scores goals. And to make, what's special about this win is, bro, when FC Barcelona sees white, they call it white. Things get very, very, very explicit. Things get very, very bad for the team that wears white. I'm not calling anybody out, bro. So whoever you think you are and your team was white, it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, Barcelona, we move on to the next round.
Have you ever beaten Real Madrid 7-2? No, I got a question. Has Real Madrid ever seen 7?
They probably have. I probably wasn't alive.
Never.
Time, but they probably have.
But I got a question. Have you ever lost 8-2?
Who you talk to?
Have you ever lost 8-2?
Have you ever lost 6-2? What are we talking about? Have you ever lost 4?
Have you ever lost 8-2 in the Champions League?
Have you ever lost 4?
One game, by the way. One game.
Have you ever lost 4 to the same team?
Oh, bro. Me personally, I would hate to be a Barca fan. I would hate to be a Barca fan.
Me personally, I want to lose 4 games in a row to the same team. Me personally, I want to lose 4 games in a row to the same team and lose 2 back-to-back cups and still have a Liga.
What happened the year before that?
That just happened.
So we're just gonna talk about what happened last season. We're not gonna talk about what happened the year before that season, huh?
So that's how it is. No, I'm based on your logic. You know how you say Chelsea are the club woke up the champion, right? So they're the current champion.
Yes.
Who's the current champion of the Copa del Rey? Who's the current champion
Yeah,
of the
I
Copa del
agree.
Rey?
You guys are.
Okay, so who's the current
Yeah,
champion of La
you
Liga?
guys are.
Who's the current champion of the Supercopa? So yeah, I'm going based on
Listen,
what's
listen,
current. Who's the current champion of the
listen.
Champions League? PSG. So I can't go
Now
past
listen.
that.
Now it's my turn
I
to
can't jump out here, bro. I'm not jumping back there. I'm staying what's current. I'm staying in the present
now.
as the president with
Now,
the
so
champions.
you're talking about what happened, right? But then talk about what also happened before that. What
Why would
happened
I go?
before that?
Why would I go back there for what? That's not the president.
Because you need to tell the people the real stuff. They need
That's
to
not the
know.
president. That's not the president.
Oh,
That's not the president. At this moment in time, Champions League winner is PSG, La Liga champions is Barcelona, Premier League champions. Premier League champion is Man City,
and then the
whatever.
Club World Cup
Oh, not Man City.
the world are
Premier League,
Chelsea.
Premier League champion is Premier League champion is Liverpool. Club World Cup champion, not champion of the world. Club World Cup champions.
That's literally what it stands for. What is the
Club
World Cup
World
to you? What is the
Club.
World Cup?
Okay,
Like,
let
what
me
does
make
that
it.
mean?
Okay, let me make it better for you so you understand more. USA Cup champions, Chelsea FC,
That's it's only it's the
Bundesliga.
Club World Cup, which means the best teams from every club compete. Like you take the best teams in the world from every club to compete in it, and eventually there will be a winner. So that makes that club the best club in the world from that country.
Come
So
on, man.
therefore,
Man.
Chelsea
Come on,
are
man. Come
the
on.
best club in the world
We're not gonna.
from
We're not
that
gonna.
country.
We're
From that
not talking
moment in
about that.
time until
That's the
until
BBL Cup.
4 years later, which is 2029, another team comes along and
That's the
tries
BBL
to
Cup.
replace them.
That's the BBL. That's beyond A. That's the BBL Cup. That's the
Hey man,
Brazilian. That's the Brazilian
you
Bundle
gotta you
Cup.
gotta you gotta admit it. It's the
That's the
truth. We
BBL.
saw what we saw. I saw what we saw.
That's
I
the
witnessed what I
BBL.
witnessed. It's like
BBL
telling me
Cup.
Senegal are not AFCON champions. It's the same
B.
logic.
Whoa.
Chelsea are telling
Whoa.
you we're the Club World
No.
Cup champions.
No.
We
No.
won. We
No.
won.
It's
Fair
not
and
the same
square.
logic.
You saw it.
I didn't
And
say.
there's someone coming out here telling me, "Oh, it's a USA." No,
No,
that's not
see,
how it works.
you arguing two different things. I didn't say we didn't win. We won it. Yes, Chelsea won the USA Cup. Yes, we won. I didn't say we didn't win it.
But it was
Again,
not the USA
Senegal.
Cup because every country from all over the world played in it.
Yeah, it was in the
Don't
USA.
make
So it was the
sense.
USA Cup. It was in the USA.
It was not the USA Cup. It was
It was
not.
played. It was played in the USA. So it was the USA Cup. It was the USA Cup.
Look,
Anyway,
that don't make sense. That does
back
not
to
make
Barcelona,
sense.
bro. Who cares? Back to
So
Barcelona. Back to
when
Barcelona.
teams go to Qatar, when teams go to all these countries and play there, so that doesn't bother you. Only when it's in USA.
Back to Barcelona. Barcelona.
Exactly. I made my
Again.
point.
Great win, great team. We don't care about that. I don't care about that cup. He cares about that cup. I don't care.
Yeah, of course you don't care. Of
That cup
course.
does. That cup does
The
not.
Barca was not in it.
That cup does not. That cup does not
Real
have to
Madrid
be,
was
bro.
in it. We almost
I
won
did.
it. So I don't blame you.
Almost. He did that. If this is not a Marvel TV
Hey
show,
man,
you gotta
at least
win
my
it.
other club,
But
Chelsea, won it.
back to
That's all that
Barcelona,
matters.
man. Barcelona, bro. They just take it one game. Like I said, this is the business win. I don't want to come out here and brag, bro, because I expected this. Whoever else thought it was gonna be a different result. You're drunk. I expected this win. So once again, bro, I don't praise no what's about to happen next, but it'd be Atletico Madrid.
You're
then move on
not
to
beating
next round.
Atletico Madrid. What else do you want? They've already humbled you. They need to humble you again.
Move on to the next round, bro.
They need to humble
That's the
you
way
again.
it is, bro. Move on to the next round. That's just the way it's
You
gonna
guys
be.
are
So
shameless club.
let's move on to my second favorite team, bro. Let's move on to my second favorite team.
Shameless club.
Let's move on to my second team, bro. La Liga champions. That's respect the La Liga champions, the current La Liga champions, and to be next back to back.
Yeah. Soon, this club right here is overtaking that throne next, like literally in a few months. By the end of May, I'll be champion. So nothing to say. Anyways, any last words before we end this video? Because it looks like Madrid's aura is too much for you to continue.
Well, if you whatever aura means not winning any trophies, I don't want that. I don't want that. That's the aura you want to talk about the trophyless every season trophy. You have that. You want to be there with the nobodies. You do that. Once again, this Barca business win. Next round, you know what's gonna happen. Everybody else, you holding smoke. Peace out.
All right, guys. Peace.